Hi and good evening and welcome to my channel. I'm back for another YouTube live, hooray. So I've been doing a few projects over the last few weeks and been doing the Christmas countdown. So it feels really Christmassy already. I've been wrapping presents today, so it does feel kind of Christmassy. What else was I going to say? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching, and thank you if you're watching on replay. My hands are cold tonight. Tonight I've got something special. I always have something special for you. We're going to be making like a hanging garland. So if you've missed any of my Christmas countdowns, we've done a Christmas cards. I've got the one display in front of me. It's quite cool. It feels really Christmassy in here. Christmas cards, a bottle holder, pen toppers, more Christmas cards. We made fun Nordic gnome last week out of card. So if you want to know how to do that, you can catch that on replay. So I'm getting you all rolling in, which is great. Great to see you all. Do share this out. If you're new to my channel, you might have friends that might enjoy this. I'm just calling up to see who's around. So a bit of roll call. Get my R's in the right places. Hello, April and Jackie and Cherie and Vanessa and Cindy and Janice and Tina and Ellie and Misty and Louisa and Ruth. Welcome, welcome. So do share this out. It's always good to share at the beginning, so then people don't come in the middle and miss out on the process. Just saying. Okay, do you want to see what we're making? Here, miss, thank you. I always wanted to be a teacher. Shall I let you into a secret? When I was younger and used to do Imagine You Play, I used to imagine I was a teacher and I had a register and everything. Right, on that note, before I turned too embarrassed, I'm going to tip you around. Now, while Ruth was just doing her live, I've been busy getting organised, and I really hope that I've got everything to hand, because I was beavering away in the hope that I've got things to hand. So I don't really have a very nice blank surface, but we'll work with it. Okay, do you want to see what we're making today? I always think if I show you at the beginning, it kind of spoils the surprise and you'll go, oh yeah, I know how to make that. No point watching. I am a sort of teacher at a preschool assistant. Oh, you had a red pen. Oh, that's really cute. I definitely had a register. I can't remember what my name was. I gave myself a name as well. Oh, I wish I could remember. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you what we're making today. We are going to be making a hanging birch garland. Now, you might think, why on earth have you chosen those particular size stars? Well, I'll tell you why, and I was quickly trying to cut them up now. I've chosen these particular sides because my project is double-sided. If for whatever reason your project spins round, it means that you don't get all the gunk with the glue and the bits stuck down, but also the thread goes in between the two stars, so it makes it more stable. So I've used a piece of, look at my fingers, can you tell I've been inking today? I've used a piece of A4 sized paper to do this, or cardstock. So I've made it so that you can cut all your stars out of one sheet of A4 if you're in the UK or Australia. So Ruth says, I'm so stealing this idea for my Christmas class. Don't mind casing, stealing, absolutely fine. Just put a mention in for me and a little acknowledgement. Perfect. Okay, so if you actually have this die set, these are... where did I put them? Okay, I've lost the dies set that I was going to show you. Right. Well, I wasn't going to show you. That's why it's not here. Those aren't the ones. Oh, well. This is the stamp set. It's called So Many Stars. And there's some stitched dies to go with it. It was right here. That's the trouble with tidying. Oh, here they are. Look, I told you. Right, I was just going to tell you what the name of these were. Stitched star dies. Fancy that. Oh, dear. Let me just catch up on these. Moving on. We're women who are passing on knowledge to each other. That sounds lovely, Cindy. Joining you live. Yay. Hi, Nydia. Now, I struggle saying your name. Is it Nydia? Like Lydia, but Nydia. Are you retired from teaching? Fantastic. Right. Don't think you could make anything bad with that set. Absolutely not. So if you do this set or thinking about buying it from my shop at stampinstarcreations.co.uk, just a little plug there. Let me just bring this in so it's not reflecting. I wanted to show you what dies I'm using. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of stars in the dies. Okay, thank you, Nadia. I'll try and remember that. So using the largest one, the second largest one, and let me just double check. You're missing the third one and going in with what I'm calling the fourth. So if the first one is your largest, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, not the 3, but the fourth. All right. I hope that makes sense. If not, rewind and watch again. Right. I am going to, actually, we're going to do the cutting afterwards. And I had an idea today. You may be surprised to know. I was going to maybe use the stamparatus. Now, when I did this before, I think I just used the stamp, but I'm going to try and use the stamparatus because it might make my life easier. Put my teeth in. Now, when I made this project, I really wanted it to look more birch-like and make it look a lot more like a birch tree, not just as if I've stamped birch on a paper. So believe it or not, I really did experiment with what colour card I used and what colour inks and everything like that. So although this pales down to what looks like Sahara sand, I actually went for crumb cake in the end. So it's not focusing, or I'm not focusing. Which one is it? Right, so if you want, sorry, I'm feeling a bit slow today, but I just want to make sure you're catching all the details. So if you're interested in how I cut down my A4 sheet of card, I cut one piece at 4 3/8 by 4 3/8, one at 3 7/8, and then I had some scrappy bits on the side. So first of all, before we're going to go in and do our stamping, I actually used one of these makeup brushes. You can use a sponge. I dipped it into my white ink and we're just streaking up our paper a little bit. Now, I know you might not think that you need this step. You don't have to, but like I said, I really wanted like a birched look, and this just adds extra whiteness to your page. So you don't have to be too careful, because it does get die cut, obviously, and it does get stamped on, but it just adds a bit of highlight in places. So with our white craft ink, it's very juicy and it does take a while to dry. So just bear that in mind when you actually use this ink. Oh wow, Ruth says she took a photo of birch today. So I had a quick look online and I was trying to be inspired. And she says, oh, I have the wood grain embossing folder. That would be cool. That would work well. Okay, now I think, I'm trying to remember what I did. I wish I could remember because it's really important. I'm trying to remember which step that I did first. I had a feeling I went in with the white first, but I might try going in with the brown. Not brown, we call it by the names round here, crumb cake. Because there was an important step that I did. Right. What I'm going to do is put that down on my positioning tool. Actually, let's bring you down. So we're going 2 out and 1 down. And I want to avoid this lumpy bit here, so I'm just using the stripy bit at the top. And I'm going to place my stamp on there. Now, like I said, I think I started with the white first. But let's just go crumb cake and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to ink up our stripes. Okay, that'll do. That's fine. And we're just going to keep repeating the process with all our pieces of card. So 2 along, 1 down. It's like playing battleships. A2 to 3, 1. Oh dear. So if none of you have seen the Stamparator before, this is it. It's a stamping positioning tool. Let's go back to where we were. And it's a slightly different process from using our blocks, because you're meeting the stamp to the paper rather than, well, you meet the stamp to the paper, don't you? It's just a bit different, and especially if you've got dexterity problems, it's particularly good as well. Louisa says she loves the birch background stamp. It is fabulous. We love it. So these are my 2 little itsy bitsy ones here. Oh, I forgot to paint them in, didn't I? It's quite an important detail. I know you think, what's the point of doing that white process? But it does make a difference. And I know, did you see that? Dipping it in the wrong bit. It does make, well, I think it makes a difference. Skip it if you like. See how I care. You tell me if it makes any difference. All my hard work in studying how the birch is and all the rest of it, and then you go and not do that process. It just might not come out the same. I'm sorry. Just warning you now. Okay, so now that we've done the crumb cake, call it by its name, crumb cake, I'm looking for my chamois I've stashed here. So I think I was quite conscious about when I did this, about the fact that because the white is so sticky, I was trying to figure out which one to do first. But that's why I'm doing the crumb cake first. I've just gone and put lots of water on that, and it's a bit watery. Time for a tea break. Bear with. Cold tea, just what everybody wants. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is shift where I place this when we do our white, so that you got that nice two-tone effect with the birch coming through. So you got that slight bit of brown, crumb cake and slight bit of white. So in order to do this, I'm going to shift my card over a bit, and let's shift it down a bit, because like I say, you want those stripes to show through. Let's hope this works. Yes, it works. Ta-da! Why do I sound so surprised? It should work. I'm surprised because I didn't do it like this before. Hello, Bobby. Hello. I'm just repeating what he's saying. I think the other reason why I started with the white first was because to give it a chance to dry, but actually I think I'm preferring it this way around. Oh, he's stuck on there. Now, the great thing about this is you can always go back in. Look, I missed a bit. I'm just going to go down a little bit more. Got some good craft goodies over the weekend. £50 worth of craft goodies, £15. And the big size Tim Holtz stamping platform for £12.99. What? As Bobby would say, what? So I'm just shifting that down slightly. Maybe we've shifted it too far. You didn't tell me that. It's 2 across, 1 down, you lot. Ellie's asking if anyone's gone to On Stage. There's a few of you on here. Did anyone actually go to Germany for On Stage? On Stage is for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. The opportunity to see the new 2 in, 1 down. See the new catalogue, to see live demonstrations of new goodies that are coming out. My catalogue's in the other room, so I can't show you. the front cover even. But we've got other things going on in the stamping world. We've got an online extravaganza. In fact, it's gone live now on my Facebook page. I've given you the details of savings on certain bundles. Oops, I missed that. Oh, don't worry, that will be cut off. In the catalogue, and certain colours. So these colours, some neutrals and some regal colours that I'm using. So your nice gem rich colours. They're on offer with the inks and the card, and yeah, the inks and the card and the bundles. Okay, so now we've done all our inking up. I'm just going to let those dry off before we cut those out, I think, and I'm going to show you the next process. I need to grab myself some cards. Let me look in my scrap box because I've got plenty of stuff in here I could be using. I say scraps, you know, they're full size. My charity thrift shop was getting rid of everything. What? Was it a craft charity shop or something? Pardon me. Ah, Kimmy, hello, gorgeous. Nice to have you along. I'm so funny tonight, just tonight and tonight only, not to be repeated. Okay, I'm missing something else as well. Right, let's figure out what size punch this is. I'm thinking 1 inch. Okie dokes. So in the star stamp set, you will find some lettering, some words, and I'm using the word joy for this next bit. Looks interesting. Oh, you'll have to go back and see what we've done. Or just keep watching. I gave a sneak preview at the beginning. Right, I'm going to try and... Now, if you want to avoid certain bits of your stamp, I'm just wrapping a post-it note around this to try and get the best impression. There we go. Now I should really have one of these because it helps. That's quite thick. Let's go for that one. Okay, let's hope this works. We've got a J. J, yes! Oh, you can't see. There you go, we got a J. Now we just want an O. Actually, I could stamp it in first in the ink and then cover it afterwards. Which way round do you do it? When you're trying to mask off a letter, which one do you cover it up first or do you cover it up afterwards? I'm going to get myself into a bit of a pickle here, aren't I? Desperately trying to just get that, mask it first. Now she says. Right, let's just go for it. It's just a little bit. I'm going to hold your breath, everybody. Oh, I bodged that, didn't I? It would be so much easier with washi tape, wouldn't it? Rummage, washy. Somebody's turned up my heater in here. It feels a bit boiling. Right, let's mask first. So there we go. This is something I should have done earlier, but I wanted to show you the issues of crafting. Crafting issues. Oh, washi is much easier. Tear your sticky notes into little strips. Yeah, not like that. Let me test run. Obviously, you take the tape off. What am I doing? Right, let's get that one out before it gets ruined. Right. Let's take that off. Yes, let's come and watch Esther muck up her masking. Yay! Look, success. See? Washi's all good. That side, we want that side. We want the joy, 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 joy. Am I not allowed to sing, am I? Because of, whatchamacallit, royalties and all that. In case they recognise the song. Okay, pretend I didn't sing it, okay. Yeah, I didn't sing it, Deborah, okay? You just heard something or other, but it wasn't me singing a song that you might know. Okay, let's try this one. Look at all the smudges I've got already. I'm thinking the letter dies might be a good option for me. There we go. Why do you think I chose the word joy? And not Christmas. Sing what? Who's singing? Right, so we've got our letters. What else shall I do while we wait? Let's move that out of the way. Let's do some cutting. Okay, so each of the stars is going to have some vellum and some gold. So we need one. Oh, let's watch Esther struggle with her vellum now. It's because there's something in there, that's why. Oh, let's just work with the strip. It's so much easier. No, something's definitely stuck in there. Go away. Not you lot, I mean this. Told you. Something was stuck inside. Right, skip to this bit, everybody. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more just in case. Okay, here we are. Put these somewhere so I don't lose them. So you want 6 vellum sprigs, 3 inches worth of the word letters joy. And then with this glitzy glam paper, we're wanting 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. 5, 6. Let's put that away. So you've got your vellum, your gold sprigs, your letters. Everyone's going on using letter dies. Not doing what she's doing. Now, this is what I did earlier. I prepared for you using the Bloom and Grow stamp set, this one here, and cut them out. Stamp and cut them out, and this is what you have. Here's some I did earlier. And then we're going to use our, I've lost one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're just going to quickly colour these in with our blends. So this is cherry cobbler to matchy. So all you've got to do is literally do a blob. You don't have to colour it in, just touch where the berries would go. Do, 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 do. And then I'm using Old Olive. What about using the marker pen on the letter you want? Yes, you could do that. I don't have the a lot of Stampin' Right markers. I'm trying to collect my blends. I've got black, but I tend to just use my ink pads. So I'll try and be as quick as possible. There we go. There's no chance of recognising it. Recognising what? What's that? Oh, Oh, I totally missed that berry there. Never mind. Nobody's going to notice when it's all stuck together. Great stuff. So this is all part and parcel of preparation, you know. It's really important. Oh, don't do that. That's the inside. You just saw a naked blend. Divert your eyes. I'm not supposed to see that. That's behind the scenes, that is. Right. Now we get to cut out the stars. So, do you remember what numbers I said? We're doing 1, 2, and 4 from the largest stars. I'm going to bring in the beast. I know. Cover your eyes. Right, let's move some rubbish out the way. Get my weight lifting in. What have I just done with the dies? There they are. I know, right? Needs to be over 18. I should have put that in the title. I did say it wasn't suitable for children, so I hope that's enough. Get the right. It's not rubbish. I just said what came to my head. It's not really rubbish. Right, I'm trying to fit in more than one in here. Save you guys watching, but some of you might have never seen this process before. If you've stumbled across my channel because you're like, who's that? What's she doing? This machine cuts out the shapes that you put in it. So, ta-da! And not only that, but it gives you stitching around the edges too. Okay? You work like me, says Cindy. Well, I'm trying to be neat in my where I'm putting things, sort of. So we're going to go in again. If you missed that the first time, I'll show you again. I have stamped the birch in 2 colours, one being white, and not just stamped, but we have coloured it, given it a bit of a white blush as well, to help it along its way, to make it look like a real birch. For you, my Kim, my darling, I will show you what we're aiming for. Well, hello there, Helen. Is that the stamp set that's on offer? This stamp set is on offer. This one here. And as the bundle with the dies, that's on offer. Great to see you again, Helen. So I'll show you, dear Kim. This is what we're aiming at. Okay. And like I said, if you caught the beginning, this can all be cut. If you choose wisely with your stars, it can all be cut out with a sheet of A4 card. Okay. Now, when I did my original, I was really careful as to how the birch went. But because I'm live, I'm not actually watching what's going on, and I'm just going for it. So I made sure the stripes were going in the same direction, but I've gone a bit higgledy-piggledy with this one. So this could be my sample, and the other one could be for me to keep. Now, did I make that big enough to fit on? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a little bit too, just about. Maybe I should have measured it. Oh, Cindy, you make my day. Cindy says it looks like the birch in her front yard. That's what I like to hear. Right, another hold your breath moment. Let's see if this works. Yes! Great stuff. Right, let's move the beast. I need to find a better name than the beast, really. I've got a name for my trimmer. Now I need a name for my... Right, come down with me, ladies and gents. There we go. Great. All right, what was the next process? I've got to think. Now, before we get too sticky happy, what colour do I want? No. Oh, that will have to do, I suppose. Let's try this one again. Let's just grab any one, it doesn't really matter. We're going to bring back that crumb cake. And we're just going to give these circles a little bit of browning off around the edges. because it's rustic. We want rustic. We don't want anything too perfect. So just give it a little bit of rusticness. Rustage. Oh dear, tiredness is setting in. Silly hour. Right. And then we want a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Then what did I do? I can't remember what I did, so we're going to make it up as we go along. Need a bit of this. Those brush things are pretty awesome. Right, because I want this birch to be straight across, I'm going to use this one. So this is where we start layering. I'm going to put a wodge of glue. I think I started with the vellum because we want that just as a background, a hint, an ode to vellum. Okay. Oh, he didn't want to move. Okay. I was trying to move it over a bit, but he doesn't want to move, so we'll leave him there. In fact, what I'm going to do is just bring on another mat so that you can hopefully see a bit better what I'm doing. Ode to joy, ode to the vellum. I won't start singing again. So I'm slightly just overlapping where that first twig sprig goes. And then I'm going in the opposite direction. No, stay. Oh, I keep wanting to burst into song. I better not. Put another one there. Then what did we do? We had a couple of these. Like so. I need something to help me stick this down. Let's just swap this over. And then, so this one sits in between both of them. So once you've put your vellum and then your gold sparkly, these spriggy ones sit in between. Just see if, no, you don't want to move. Okay, fine. Stay there then. And then I use a bit of this. So this is from Magnolia Lane. You get a duo pack of this pretty ribbon. Look, so you get this ribbon and you get this baker's twine. Is it baker's twine? Twine, just twine. Right, where was I? So then we're going to wrap a little bit of this, maybe 2 or 3 times. And then we're going to... Where's my dimensionals? Oh, come on. There you are. So at least you can get to see a completed one. And then what did I do? I think I kind of twiddled it round. And then stuck it behind. There we go. And then it means you can spread it around a little bit like that. And stick it together. Hooray. So if you want to watch me stick all the rest of them, you can, because you still got to wait to see how I actually put the string in between. So you might want to fast forward this bit, replay viewers. But right, let's work a little bit quicker. Actually, the bottom one is slightly different, so you might want to see how I do that. Just saying. Just saying, you know what I mean? And then that one goes there. Spreading joy, absolutely. Spread a bit of love and joy this season. Have I lost a sprig? Oh, sorry, Kim, I didn't know what you were referring to. See, when I start moving on in conversation, I'm like, what are they saying? Thanks, Ruth. Because you're trying to, like, multitasking and there's multitasking, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have limits. I can multitask, but I have limits. Don't mention the S word. Mustn't sing on YouTube. So I'll show you that again. I'm just twisting and sticking. Here, Esther, and then you don't have to fiddle faffle, whatever the word is. Fiddle faffle. Is that a word? It is now. And then we're going to spread these out a little bit. Like this. Make it look all nice and rustic. Stick it down. Like so. Right, one more to go, folks. Right, this last one is slightly different. So you might want to hang on for this one. So this one is a little bit more of a squash and a squeeze. So we actually don't need all 6 sprigs. Kim says it's a good job she came on tonight or else she'd get herself into trouble. Oh yes, YouTube picks up copyrighted material, so you have to prove you used it legally. Better not to go there and risk demonetizing. Easy for you to say. Right. So what I'm doing here is, because it gets a bit cluttered, I'm doing 1 vellum, 1 gold sprig, and a berry sprig, which is obviously the object of this. The whole point of... Did I not snip that off? Nobody told me I'm still attached. There we are. There you go. All right, this last one. So maybe 3 fingers and then going round about 3 times. That's the trick. I'm going to try something a little bit different. See if I can peel it. Okay, it's not going to work. Never mind. I was going to try something, but it wasn't happening. Stick it down. Twist him round. Just loosen up those loops. Loosen the loops, folks. Loosen. Loosen and relax. And loosen. It is a smaller star, yeah. Well, it is number 4. If the 1's the largest, so you're using number 1 the largest, the second one down, skip 1, and then it's the 4th, as it were. May the 4th be with you. So now you've got a few spares to play with. Okay, let's get this loop done. Now you're probably going to ask me, how much ribbon do I need to do that? Now the answer is I don't actually know. But so what I've done is I've looped the top, and then you've got a single strand going through. So I'm going to loosely measure that. So we're going to go up and around like that. So it's about approximately 14.5 inches. Okay. Let me just catch up on. I cut out a starter. I put it down about 5 minutes. I couldn't find it. You looked for it for 15 minutes. Later caught sight of myself in the mirror and saw it stuck to my elbow. Oh, Ellie. Oh, Ellie. Right, let me just concentrate for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm going to loop this around. I think blue dots are going to be my friend. This is that lovely braided linen trim. I just had to read what it was then. So I'm going to stick it to make my loop, and then I'm going to add another one like that. And just see where you're sticking it. Not to your fingers, hopefully, she says. And then this bit, you want to make sure it's straight when it goes through. Okay, so it might be, that looks a bit short. I suppose you can make it as long as you want to, but you don't want to be wasting all your linen thread. You might want it for some other projects. What I might do at this point is stick a sticky dot at the base there. Okay, she says, move over. Okay, it's not happening. Okay, stick a sticky dot at the base. It's because I was tilting it up. That's my excuse. And then, oh, it's all coming off now. It will stick, honestly. I'm just trying to... Fingers and thumbs. There you go. I'm just going to feed that through. Now, you could use tear and tape, maybe. Maybe that'll be easier. And then what I'm going to do now actually is stick the base one so that we can sort out where the middle one's going to go. So make it nice and straight, nice and straight. Hopefully you can see this. And then I'm going to stick that down there. And then we can afford to stick. Make sure these are the right way up, folks. So I'm just going to guesstimate the gaps in between, okay? I'm not going to be measuring all that. Hi there, Cheryl. Great to have your company all the way from Florida. So, again, just guesstimating. It wants to stay there, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, turn this bad boy over. And then we're just going to attach. How did I do it? That's the trouble when you make things a little while ago. So I think I'm going to come in with the wet glue and then just stick both sides down. I mean, you don't have to probably do the glue dot bit, but it just helps your thread to stay still. And then we're just going to matchy match up the stars at the back. This just neatens your work, hides all the glue, and if it spins around, at least you've got a nice back to your project. Actually, hopefully if you keep spinning it around, you will get a straight line for your birch, even if it's on the diagonal, because the stars, that would make sense, wouldn't it? There. Actually, that... Oh, yes, it is true. Oh, no, I stamped them straight anyway, didn't I? Oh, what am I talking about? Just ignore me at this point, okay? So, I've been doing a Christmas countdown, like you know by now. I've done a few projects already. I think I'm about halfway through. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick tot up as I'm holding this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is project number 6. I love the braided trim. It's just the right width for doing this sort of project. Ta-da! Hopefully you guys can see that. And there's a beautiful hanging star with the word joy. Yes, you can die cut it out if that's easier for you. I quite like the stamping on it. There, and here's one I made earlier. Ta-da! So you could have one both sides of your mantelpiece. Oh dear, right. My face feels really flushed. Let's have a look. Oh, I am a bit beetroot. Great stuff. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Louisa. And thank you, Cherie. I went to say Sherry, but it's Cherie, isn't it? Great stuff. I can wear them as earrings. Oh, earrings. Actually, I do have an idea for earrings. I might have to do that. So, thank you so much for joining me for tonight's live. Tomorrow, I've got for you a decoration. So, not my original idea, but I'm going to show you how it's done. So, am I now jumping for joy? Yes, I'm jumping for joy now that I've managed to mask it and it's all fine. So, great. So glad that you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a go. Now, some of you have been kind enough to make some of my projects. If you want to share them with me, head over to my Facebook page, Stampin' Star Creations, and you can message me on there and share what you've made, because in turn I'd like to share it with the world. It's really nice to know that you know, you've inspired others. So on that note, hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock. I'll be doing a Facebook live at 8:30. Now, something's landed on my doorstep this week, which I haven't even had time to play with. And it is the very Versailles set. This beautiful stamp set here. So we'll see how we get on with that. Might have to play with that. So I've got a message coming in for Cheryl that says, how come you don't have the super chat button? Lovely Cheryl, I will answer that question. For those of you who are wondering why you can't super chat me, it's because I can't yet monetize. Okay, so in order to help me monetize, I've got my 1,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. I've got over 1,000. Thank you for subscribing. Also, what you need to monetize is a certain amount of watch hours. It needs people to watch my videos, have me on in the background. You don't have to watch me all day. And just have me rolling, you know, just a little voice in the corner, Esther speaking on the screen. So I need to just get my watch hours up in order to do that. Being on YouTube Live has really helped with that. So hopefully I'll be able to keep up these YouTube Lives in order to get my watch time up. If I get my watch time up, I can hopefully monetize with a bit of adverts and with super chat. So I don't know if I can put the PayPal. You can PayPal me. Could that happen? Maybe I need to put a PayPal link on the bottom. I'll talk to Ruth about that. But thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a good evening wherever you are. Get your PayPal donate button sorted. Yes, I can. Okay, fab. I think I'm like paypal.com/Stampin' Style Creations. Just saying, in case. Don't do it, because I need to just make sure that it's the right one. Go off to some random person called Stampin' Style Creations. Yes, you need 4,000 hours in the last year. That's how much needs to be watched, which might not actually sound a lot, but it is actually quite a lot. So keep watching those videos, folks. I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much. I will do PayPal. There you go. There's only one me, absolutely. And don't you forget it, you don't want more of me rolling around this earth. Oh dear. Right, I'll do PayPal. I'll get off here and stick my PayPal on and see if I can sort my PayPal me out. Thank you so much, everybody. Great to have your company. Join me again back tomorrow, 9 o'clock UK. Good night. Bye. This is the bit where I can't get off. All right, concentrate now. Bye.